What's up, guys? Today on People Now.
Brad Pitt makes his first red carpet debut after he split with Angelina.
Prince Harry steps out after making his romance with Meghan Markle public.
Ivanka shares a message about her dad.
As Gigi Hadid shares her hopes for a Trump presidency.
It's something that we all have to accept.
We've got brand new details about Ginger Duggar's wedding.
And we are bringing sexy back.
There's got to be a quietness to you.
We're just days away from revealing the sexiest man alive.
So what exactly is sexy?
Not too muscular, you know, but, you know, just
Enough. Just enough.
Just enough.
You've come to the right place to find out what true sexiness looks like. Wait until you hear what some of these guys have to say. My new pals at the Senior Center, fantastic. Good morning, guys. Welcome to People Now. We're streaming live. Good to see you. Here's what you need to know and what's trending today.
Yeah, I do seem to end up in a World War II film as of late. I didn't know much about the espionage world and what it took to get behind enemy lines and to plant your characters. That was real interesting. The story itself, though, I learned about. I had a meeting with Stephen Knight, the writer, years ago when we were shooting World War Z, and he began to tell me the story before he'd written it, and it was based on members of his family. And so, cut to so many years later, here we are. So it's nice to see this thing come full circle.
Yep, there he is, Brad Pitt, back on the red carpet scene. That was Pitt talking about his new World War II movie, Allied, and its LA premiere Wednesday night. Pitt seemed to be in good spirits, posing for pictures and chatting with fans on the carpet. This was the actor's second appearance since splitting with Angelina Jolie. Monday night, he attended the Moonlight screening with his pal Julia Roberts. But before the back-to-back appearances, Pitt was choosing to stay out of the spotlight due to his very public split from Jolie, which, as you may remember, resulted in an investigation into child abuse allegations against Pitt after he was allegedly, quote, verbally and physically abusive with his and Jolie's son, Maddox. But sources are now telling People that the Los Angeles County Department of Children and Family Services has concluded its investigation and has cleared Pitt of the abuse allegations. The source explaining it was a full and thorough investigation, and the determination has been made that no charges should be brought. The likely next step is a referral to family court so that the matter of custody can be determined. There is no permanent custody agreement currently in place, only an arrangement pending the outcome of this investigation. Now, with this conclusion, custody can be determined. A rep for Angelina Jolie responded to the news in a statement to People saying this: the job of the DCFS is to make sure the children are in a safe and secure situation. As we said earlier this week, child care professionals encouraged a legal agreement accepted and signed by both sides that was in the best interest of the children. Angelina said from the beginning that she felt she had to take action for the health of the family and is relieved that after their 8-week involvement, the DCFS is now satisfied the safeguards are put in place that will allow the children to heal. A rep for Pitt declined to comment, but the investigation comes to a close just days after Jolie released a new statement saying that the former couple had reached a legal agreement about the custody of their 6 children. However, other sources close to the situation maintain the pair have not reached any new agreements or settled their differences, and Pitt still plans to push for joint custody. We'll keep you posted on that story right here on People.com. Moving on to this, in this week's People, we have the exclusive look into Ginger Duggar's big wedding day to former soccer pro Jeremy Volo. We have the details on everything from the Counting on Stars gown, the couple's first kiss, and what the Duggar parents really think about the new addition to the family. But first things first, we have to talk about the dress. Ginger wore a hand-beaded lace wedding gown with a 13-foot train as she walked down the aisle in front of nearly 1,000 people in the Cathedral of the Ozarks in Siloam Springs, Arkansas. And while all eyes may have been on the bride, Ginger tells People she could not stop gazing at her husband-to-be. She said this: "I told the girls I need the bridesmaids to enter behind me because I thought I would collapse when I saw him. I just could not wait to get to him." And Ginger stayed true to the Duggars' rules of courtship while dating Volo, which includes only chaperone dates and no kissing, meaning Ginger had her first kiss in front of the entire crowd, but she wasn't worried about it. She told People, "I wasn't nervous at all about the kiss. I couldn't wait for it. It's like he couldn't say it soon enough." So, how did the happy couple meet? Well, Volo was introduced to Ginger by her sister Jessa and Jessa's husband, Ben Seawald, and Volo says he was immediately drawn to Ginger's devout faith. He gushed to People saying, "I had never seen a beautiful young woman love Jesus with such passion as Ginger loves Christ. That's what made me fall in love with her." And of course, the entire Duggar clan was there celebrating Ginger's big day, including all 19 kids, and proud Duggar parents Jim, Bob, and Michelle opened up to People about what they really think of their new son-in-law. They said this: They really balance each other out. Jeremy is a strong leader, and Ginger is such a gentle person and a great follower. But we can't forget about the most important part of the wedding, of course, the cake. The couple fed each other naked vanilla cake with minimal frosting, adorned with grapes and berries. It looks delicious. That's where I would have spent the entire evening. For the entire scoop on the couple's big day, head to newsstands Friday and pick up People. Well, one of our country's new first daughters, Ivanka Trump, thanked Americans on Instagram hours after the presidential election, saying, "Thank you, America, for the trust that you placed in my father. He will never let you down." She accompanied the post with a picture of the Trump family on election night. Ivanka was spotted out in New York City the day after her father's shocking victory, and the mother of three her routine, it really isn't changing just yet. She currently holds a leadership position at the Trump Organization and runs her own personal Ivanka Trump brand. A source telling People it's back to business for the entire Trump family already. They never stopped and barely slept. Well, guys, we're just days away from revealing the sexiest man alive. And I know, ladies, you can't wait. Calm down, Andrea. To get you ready, we hit the streets to ask men of all ages what sexy really means to them. Cue the sexy music.
Sexy means to me that somebody is attractive, so that you would like to have sex with him.
Sexy means to me an energy that brings you alive.
A lot. Mental, body, smile.
What does sexy mean to you?
Manliness, determination.
Yes.
Stick-to-itiveness.
Good body, good charisma, good personality.
Let's start with good personality.
Okay.
Then good charisma, and then a good body. We don't need the good body, right?
No, well, yeah.
What does it take as a man to be sexy?
Oh man, to be real, to be yourself, because you are who you are. Why pretend to be something that you're not?
There's got to be a quietness to you.
To be a sexy man, first of all, you've got to be very considerate. You also have to be kind. You've got to be very patient.
Being who you are and owning it.
Like hot. From my wife's perspective, I would say, treating her right.
Thinking he has to be a good-looking person.
Being gentleman, being brave.
He has to be a little athletic.
Just being an awesome person, good individual, and overall just being nice.
Not too muscular, but just
enough. Just enough.
Just enough.
Confident.
Confidence.
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 I think it's a little cliche, but confidence. I think that's just whatever you're good at or wherever you like doing, if you just own it and just do it.
All right.
There you go.
What is it? You tell me. Sexiest.
No, it is cliche, but confidence.
Confidence is the
yeah.
thing, right? And I think that goes both ways.
I think in humor, sense of humor is huge too.
Yeah.
What about you?
No, I love that. My favorite was the man saying like, you need just to be a little muscular, not too much. I'm like, that's exactly right. Not too much time in the gym, everyone. I'm behind that. Andrea, even more training news for us.
Yes, I do. So, Jeremy, who doesn't love Anna Kendrick? We all love her. And this week's People, the actress opens up about her new book, Scrappy Little Nobody, where she talks about avoiding adulthood, dating, and why she's not about to play nice. Well, Anna is known for playing buttoned-up, type A characters in movies like Up in the Air and The Accountant, but Kendrick says she's the total opposite, saying, "I'm really lazy. When I have free time, I think I should be smart and arrange things in my life, but I never do. Instead, I keep hitting continue on Netflix and think I'm really bad at this." And I even talked to People about her love life and her past unhealthy relationships with friends, saying, "Something amazing happened to me when I hit my mid-20s. I stopped liking guys who didn't like me back. In fact, I stopped liking guys who were bad people." And it goes on to explain how hard it was for her to have a social and dating life with her filming schedule, saying, "It's like, do you mind if I just disappear for 2 months, work on a film, and forget about the outside world? Cool, and then you'll be there for me when I come out of it? Thanks." Well, for more on all things Anna Kendrick, make sure to pick up a copy of People magazine on newsstands everywhere Friday.
This morning, I think, woke up after seeing the entire election last night on TV. I think we all kind of woke up like, is this real moment? But I was very inspired by Hillary speaking this morning, and I think that it's important that we all kind of understand that this is our reality, and it's something that we all have to accept. I think that, like she said, at this point, Donald has won, and he's going to be the president. And, honestly, as a country, we have to give him a chance because that's what our country voted for, and that's what we accept as citizens in this country.
Well, beautiful and articulate model Gigi Hadid shared her thoughts on the presidential election on Wednesday while promoting her upcoming American Music Awards co-hosting gig. The 21-year-old also shared her hopes for the Trump presidency. Watch.
I think that we have to go into it with positivity, and we can't lose heart or hope or have a feeling that we still can't make a difference and that we still can't even, you know, help Trump make great decisions. And I think that that's what Hillary this morning was really kind of trying to inspire the whole country to do, and I know that she has offered to help him. So, you know, I think that he should and hopefully will try to find guidance from the entire nation and even the people that weren't supporting him during the election. I think that hopefully he can learn from, and yeah, we need to move forward.
And Hadid's already looking towards the next election cycle, calling for more people to vote in the future. Watch this.
I voted for Clinton, and obviously, yeah, it's nice to hear that most young people voted for her, but a huge problem, I think, in our country is that under 40% went out and voted yesterday. So, you know, I think we hopefully can get it up in our next election and make sure that everyone's voices are heard so that it's less... I think it's easier to accept the outcome when you know that it's truly what people want. So hopefully this will turn out as good as possible.
All right, guys, we are following the Royals this morning. I'm joined by People Now's royal correspondent and senior editor for Broadway.com, my best friend and the lovely and honorable Imogen Lloyd-Webber. Good to see you.
Good morning, Jeremy.
Thank you for being here. Let's dive right into this. Prince Harry is stepping out for the very first time since confirming his romance with Meghan Markle. He stepped out today. He accompanies the Duke of Edinburgh at the Field of Remembrance at Westminster Abbey. This is the fourth time Harry has visited the field. Now, Imogen, all eyes are on Harry this morning. Why was it important for him to attend this event?
So both Prince Harry and his grandfather are military men, and the Queen is Commander-in-Chief of the British Armed Forces. So it's very important to them that they attend. The field is created every November in the grounds of Westminster Abbey to remember those who died serving their country. Prince Philip and Prince Harry lead the tributes today for the nation. It's always a very moving occasion.
Very important thing. Now back to Meghan Markle for a bit. As we all remember, just a couple days ago, Prince Harry issued a rare statement which basically confirmed he's dating American actress Meghan Markle. Now he slammed what he called the racist and sexist abuse that she's been receiving, said he's generally worried about her safety. So a two-part question for you. What does it mean that Prince Harry basically revealed that he is in fact in this relationship with Meghan? And also, does he have a good reason to be worried about her?
So it means it's serious, and it also shows that Prince Harry is doing everything he can to avoid history repeating itself. Both Prince William and Prince Harry believe that, in part, the media killed their mother. Prince Harry was just 12 years old when Princess Diana died in a car crash after being chased by paparazzi, who then proceeded to photograph the accident. As a result, Prince William was very protective of Princess Kate when they were dating, and in 2005 had the police install panic buttons in her home in Chelsea, London. Prince Harry is following in his brother's footsteps.
Well, it definitely makes sense.
Yeah.
It's pretty rare for a royal, though, to make such a strong statement, isn't it?
Yeah, the royal family normally tries to ride above media speculation, especially involving a relationship that is as new as this one. Making statements can, of course, fan the flames.
Yeah, well, has anything like this kind of statement, this sort of call to the media, has it ever happened before?
So Kensington Palace did put out a similar statement last year to warn the paparazzi that they needed to back off taking pictures of Prince George and Princess Charlotte, saying the tactics they were using were becoming increasingly dangerous.
All right, now moving on to this. The Prince is keeping a very busy schedule. He heads to another rugby event this upcoming Saturday. Tell us what is in store for that.
So England is set to play South Africa. The Royals are rugby fans, so Prince William and the royal family are likely to be by his side to share in the excitement.
Very exciting stuff. So brother bonding time, very nice. They're very tight.
They are very tight.
I wonder if William is maybe giving any relationship advice, maybe engagement advice. Maybe.
2-month relationship. Too early, Jeremy.
Pump the brakes on that one. All right, we are closing this royal record out with the two royals who give everyone brother goals. Thank you very much, Imogen.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Check this out.
Funny man Chris Tucker is known for his hilarious roles in movies like Rush Hour and Fifth Element, but in the upcoming film Billy Lynn's Long Halftime Walk, Tucker tackles a different type of tone. The movie, set to release nationwide on Friday, is our Toyota People pick of the day. So when I had the chance to sit down with Tucker, I wanted to know what inspired him to take on a role that's out of his comfort zone. Watch.
You know, it's a very heavy film, heavy material. You're known for your comedy, so what was your biggest challenge jumping into this project?
You know, it wasn't a big challenge, but, you know, because when I read the part, I knew I can relate to the character because I ran into a lot of soldiers in airports, you know, throughout the country doing my stand-up, and I just admired them a lot. And ran into one soldier. He was a great guy. He had a prosthetic leg, and we talked, and we got on the plane, and I offered my first-class seat to him because, you know, I figured, you know, he's giving, you know, for the country, you're giving his life for the country. At least I can give my first-class seat up. And he, I told the stewardess to tell him, and he sent me a note back, said, no, Mr. Tucker, I know you're going to do your show. I want you to just relax, and by the way, I love you in Fifth Element. And I just thought that was so sweet of him to, but he thought about me, you know, and, you know, I thought that was such a nice, so those different encounters with different soldiers made me say, hey, I want to do this movie. I can relate to this movie because I really care about these guys, and I really want to, you know, do a role like this. It's different.
All right, guys, stay with us. Below Deck star Kate Chastain opens up about her co-star Kyle's relationship with a transgender woman. Plus, Gisele Bündchen reveals the secret to being beautiful. And get this, any woman can embrace this secret, so pay attention. Stick around.
This is King Cutie in People. His Royal Highness Prince George Alexander Louis of Cambridge. These are George's parents, George's home, his Nana, the Queen, and his staff of 644 Englishmen. This is George's dog Lupo, who inspired his favorite book, The Adventures of the Royal Dog Lupo, one George will share now that he's a big brother. People. The details make the story. Don't miss this week's People.
The most recent episode, Kyle's secret, kind of surprised a lot of people on board when he revealed that he was involved in a relationship with a transgender woman. But he did say that since everyone was really cool about you being so open about your sexuality and everything, it kind of pushed him to be very open about his. So how does it feel to know that you inspired him in that way?
I mean, that feels great. I'm so glad that something good could have come out of that past relationship of mine. I feel like Kyle probably would have let that secret slip anyways eventually, but I'm glad I helped him with the process.
And have you met her yet?
I actually have met her.
Yeah.
She's beautiful.
Will she be on the show at all, or is this?
I can't say.
You can't say. Well, maybe.
I think that says it.
Yeah. Well, it's time now to meet a real-life hero among us. Daryl Fisher is a civilian pilot committed to honoring senior veterans. Daryl travels the country giving dream flights to those who have served our country through his organization, Ageless Aviation Dream Foundation. Since taking off in 2011, Daryl has awarded over 2,000 flights aboard a Stearman aircraft. Well, Daryl wasn't able to join us this morning, but Captain Mike Summers, who's been with the organization, is here this morning. Welcome, Mike. How are you?
Great. How are you doing this morning?
I'm great. Thanks for joining us. You've been with this organization since 2014. What initially drew you to it?
Well, initially, being a pilot, what attracts us is the airplane. It's a beautiful, iconic aircraft. The Stearman, it was used as a training aircraft during World War II. And so that's what initially attracts us. But as we do even the first event, it's the people that attract us. And that's where we see the magic that's involved in how the Stearman relates to the people and how it brings their emotions out. It's just a wonderful experience.
Yeah, and it's amazing. Ageless Aviation recently gave away its 2,000th flight, which is so cool. What has the response been like from the veterans that received these flights?
Oh, it's incredible. It's, you know, we never know what's going to trigger memories. And so for particularly the World War II vets, where this was an aircraft that was used quite commonly, probably the most popular aircraft that was used, it brings back memories. And we don't know if it's the sound, we don't know if it's the smell of the airplane, like I say, the sound of the radial engine. Just frequently, the people will come out and they'll have family members with them. And as soon as we start talking, they'll start saying something, and their kids, who are probably 50, 60 years old themselves, will say, "Well, Dad, you never told us that. Where did that story come from? We never heard anything about that." And it's just because they weren't asking the right questions. They didn't trigger that memory, but somehow the aircraft did.
I'm sure there's a lot of memories you have from all of this. Are there any stories of veterans that Ageless has helped that really stick out to you?
Well, there is one. I mean, quite frequently when we take up our veterans, I'll get out of the back cockpit and I'll go up and talk to them. I'll be standing on the wing, and we'll just talk, just him and I. And sometimes it's very emotional, kind of a full range of emotions. But the one that particularly sticks out for me is actually the widow of a veteran who we took up. And when she was married to him, he was serving as a pilot during World War II. They would write letters back and forth, which is kind of a lost art. And so when she flew with me, she had lost her husband. He had died sometime after the war, after serving in the military for an extended period. When she flew with me, she had a large satchel of love letters that he had sent to her during World War II.
Oh, wow.
We brought her back, and she was in tears. And I felt kind of bad. It was only my second tour, my first year, and we didn't know what we could have done differently. But we got a beautiful letter from her about 6 weeks later, explaining how she could feel each one of the words in those letters, and she had never felt so close to her husband as what she did when she flew with us. And what he loved to do was also flying, and it was just a really wonderful letter.
And that's such an amazing story. Where do you see this organization going in the next 5 years? Maybe another 2,000 flights?
Oh, I think so. We're probably picking up another aircraft or two. We're picking up more pilots. And it's an all-volunteer organization, but it's incredible. The only drawback I've seen is that it's so much fun that I have a tendency to overcommit. And I don't have time to do anything else because I'm still working also. So, but it's just wonderful. We just love doing it.
Well, and Veterans Day is Friday. Does Ageless have anything special planned to celebrate?
We do currently have a crew down in Florida, Mike and Daya Winterbore, and so they're flying Kissimmee, Florida for Veterans Day. And I know they'll have a great time.
All right, and what is something people can do to help get involved and support this cause?
Well, you can always contact us through our website and also Facebook. Our ACE scheduler, Marilyn, will certainly help accommodate them to try to hook up to one of our events so they can experience it firsthand. Particularly for the pilots, you're always free to contact us through the website and through Facebook in case you think you might be interested, because we are slowly expanding, and it is nice to have extra pilots on board.
Well, Mike Summers, thank you so much. And for more information, please visit agelessaviationdreams.org. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is Jennifer Lawrence in People. This is Jennifer photobombing Taylor Swift. And Sarah Jessica Parker, and Liam Hemsworth. This is Jared Leto in People, photobombing Anne Hathaway. And Reese sneaking one in on Sophia and Joe. This is Dustin Hoffman, photobombing the dame herself, Judi Dench. Proving that while we all love the fashion of the red carpet, it's people who steal the show. People, the details make the story. Don't miss this week's People.
It's that time again. The stars are on the move, and we're following them in today's edition of Star Tracks. Well, our favorite girl from Ipanema, Gisele Bündchen, is not only a smoking hot supermodel, but is also a busy mom, loving wife, and passionate activist. The 36-year-old bombshell seems to be very busy these days, but yet always manages to look amazing. So come on, Gisele, girl to girl, what is your secret? Well, according to the Brazilian beauty, it's pretty simple. In this week's issue of People, Gisele dishes on her kids, passion for the environment, and yes, that secret recipe to looking like a supermodel, saying, I think being happy. There's nothing more beautiful than a smile. I also exercise daily and eat well, but it's about attitude and your thoughts. I meditate. If you have a negative thought, you notice it and can change it, which makes you feel better and look better. Gisele recently visited the Amazon rainforest for an episode of National Geographic's Years of Living Dangerously, hoping that the visit would spread awareness and bring attention to the forest's vital role in our ecosystem. But of course, it doesn't just stop there. Gisele also makes sure her children, Benjamin and Vivian, are well educated on the proper ways of protecting the earth, from planting seeds in their garden to being mindful mindful of waste and recycling. Well, way to go, Giselle. If you want to read more about the supermodel's activism and healthy mind, healthy body attitude, make sure to pick up your issue of People on newsstands everywhere Friday. All right, guys, some exciting news here. Guess whose Fashionistas clothes we can now finally borrow? Our girl Zendaya, of course. The 20-year-old singer and actress just launched her very own clothing line, Daya by Zendaya, inspired by her own personal style mantra, urban elegance. The Dancing with the Stars alum collaborated with stylist Law Roach for the collection and already has some favorites, including some sleek jumpsuits and statement outerwear pieces. And just to make this an even better Daya for you, it's affordable. Everything in the collection ranges from $18 to $158, so you can look great without breaking the bank. But since becoming a fashion expert, what's her ultimate style advice? Zendaya tells people there are no rules. That's why I love fashion and find it so exciting. Don't let people's opinions affect how you live. I'm not afraid of wearing what I want. And I think that's a way of being outspoken. At any age, you can have a transformation and come into your own or learn more about yourself. So go at your own pace. Well, besides launching the line, Zendaya will also be releasing a new app. According to The Star, Zendaya the app will feature all aspects of her goofy personality, allowing fans a sneak peek into the dorky side of the former Disney queen. All right, guys, moving on to this. Emma Watson is channeling her inner Belle and proving she is the book fairy we all need. That's right, if you live in New York City, be on the lookout for sightings of Emma Watson and, you guessed it, free books. The upcoming Beauty and the Beast star and women's rights advocate was spotted giving out copies of Maya Angelou's autobiography, Mom and Me and Mom, right on the New York City subway. Emma seems very passionate about her work, tweeting Wednesday afternoon, "Today I'm going to deliver Maya Angelou books to the New York subway. Then I'm going to fight even harder for all the things I believe in." Watson, who participates in a feminist book club called Our Shared Shelf, has even taken the movement across the pond. Last week, the star was seen hiding more books all over London's Tube. But of course, I'm sure it's only a matter of time before we start seeing Harry Potter books popping up on the subway. After the Hermione actress posted the tweets and photos, J.K. Rowling herself tweeted back saying, "As I told you a couple of hours ago, I love you." Really cool stuff there. And those are your Star Tracks for today.
This is Jennifer Lawrence in People. This is Jennifer photobombing Taylor Swift and Sarah Jessica Parker and Liam Hemsworth, proving that while we all love the fashion of the red carpet, it's people who steal the show. People. The details make the story.
All right, guys, coming up tomorrow, Fuller House's Aunt Becky herself, Lori Loughlin, is here. Very excited about that. Plus, we've got an exclusive sneak peek from Mark Wahlberg's new movie, Patriots Day.
Well, thank you so much for watching. For now, we leave you with one last thing from Good Girls Revolt star Hunter Parrish. Enjoy.
Bye, guys.
Hey, I'm Good Girls Revolt star Hunter Parrish, and this is one last thing. The last time I laughed so hard, I cried. I don't have one time. I feel like I try to laugh as much as possible, and anytime I'm around my amazingly captivating and adorable wife, I am constantly in tears with laughter. The last movie I saw was this amazing documentary called Iris, about Iris Apfel and her amazing story, and I highly recommend it for anybody that wants to look at a hero. The last song that I had stuck in my head, I am currently always singing that Calvin Harris Rihanna song and also dancing secretly in the back of things.